Hey guys, I wanted to showcase this video that was uploaded a while ago by KULT News, Cult News. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. Some of you may not have even heard of Cult News, maybe some of you have. But regardless, he does something not in this portion of the video. I've just got this, like freeze framed. But in a little bit, when we get moving into the regular video, he's going to say something to the first officer on the scene that I have never, ever, 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 ever heard any auditor, cop watcher, or the public say when they're confronted by an officer and accused of, well, I guess you're just going to have to wait and see. When he says it, it's a form of a question. You can see this officer completely freeze. And the best you can do is, well, I'm not going to argue with you. That's because they run out of ideas. They don't know what to say next. So he controlled the narrative with one question. A question is better than a statement in terms of trying to seize control of the narrative from these idiot cops, okay? A question is always better than a narrative or a statement when it comes to seizing control of the narrative from the idiot cops. Remember that.
It was just odd, so I'm not pushing it, okay? If you don't want to tell me your name, don't, okay?
Oh, you said I have to, though. So do I have to give you my ID or don't I?
I'm not going to push it today because
so you're just a nice guy. Or you're full of shit and I don't have to give you my ID. And you said that hoping I wouldn't know my rights. Unfortunately for you, I do know my rights.
That's not the case.
Well, you're wrong. I don't have to give you my ID. That's exactly what you said.
Investigating.
I don't have to give you my ID when you're investigating. I have committed no crime.
Here's what I encourage you to do. Okay? Just look up the ORC for failure.
I'm well aware. Sir,
you know.
sir, how much time did you spend in law school?
You have a good day.
Wait, 6 weeks of training in police force?
More than that.
All right, well, not enough if you think I have to show you my ID.
Have a good day, sir.
All right. You have a good day. Thanks for trying to violate my rights. You're unsuccessful.
When it comes to the cops demanding ID, but they're not able to articulate any kind of crime, and you hear the person say, well, what crime do you suspect me of committing? You know what you can say in addition to that? And it's going to be very effective, and this is something else you never hear anybody say. But I'm going to bring it up because I'm a retired officer. What crime do you suspect me of committing? And you don't get to make one up either. Remember, they're doing that. They're fabricating. Get out in front of it. You don't get to make up a crime either.
Officer Kelly and Marion was not the only Ohio cop that seemed to believe that they could force me to show them my ID when no laws have been broken. Here's Officer Peacock in Newark, Ohio, trying the same thing.
How'd you do?
How are you doing?
No complaints.
No self-awareness, no introspection. Look at her demeanor, her body language, the thumbs in the vest, the sunglasses, the whole 9 yards.
Copy. Is there a reason that you're videoing the company here?
There is a reason.
Okay, what's the reason?
I'll be frank with you.
That's fine.
In my experience, no good comes from having conversations with the cops, so I just as soon not chit-chat about my day with you. No offense.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
So we just got a call about you. They're concerned that you're out here on their property videoing them. So
Am I?
Oh, that's a bingo! She did not do a proper field interview. She doesn't know how. They don't know how. They show up, listen to whatever blah, blah, blah they hear from the complainant or the RP reporting party, and then they make the approach as though, well, that's the gospel. They're supposed to act on behalf of both parties. We all know that in situations like this, the most common accusation is trespass. And now this is the point I mentioned where he takes control of the narrative. He asks one simple question. One question. Watch her reaction.
When did they buy the sidewalk?
I'm just letting you know what they're saying.
So they claimed that I was on their property. Did you ask them where on their property I was?
I'm not-
Did you ask them where on their property I was?
I'm not-
Did you ask them where on their property I was?
I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just here
Well,
to...
I know, but you're saying that they made an accusation that is blatantly untrue. So I'm just curious if you asked them where on their property I
You have
was.
permission.
And it's not just a matter of where was I on the property. I mean, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful all by itself. And a person can stop right there because you've already, short-circuited them. But you can also think of some other things. And I'll throw them out there just because. Where did I enter the property? Where did I exit the property? How long was I on the property according to them? What did I do when I was on the property according to them? Did I talk to anybody? Did I say anything? Of course not. You didn't ask any of these questions, did you, officer? Jeez, officer, you're not very good at your job, are you? You didn't know any of this stuff.
From them? Have you talked to them? Did they come out and talk to you?
Permission from them.
To be videoing their store?
I gotta ask. Officer Peacock, are you under the impression that I need to have permission from these folks to take photos of this building?
Nope, you don't have to. I'm just asking you if they gave you permission.
They did not give me permission, and I did not ask for permission.
All right, can I get your name, please?
Oh, no. Bless your heart. No.
10-4.
No.
Okay.
But thank you for asking.
Okay. Well, you have to give me your name.
Oh, bless your heart. God bless you. See, now the bad thing is for you, unfortunately for you, is I know my rights and I know the law, and I know I'm not breaking the law. So for a police officer, at last I checked, Ohio was not a stop and ID state. Have they changed that in the last 48 hours?
Called it Terry stop, yeah. But we got a call about
Terry stop. So what crime am I committing?
I'm done answering your questions.
Yeah, I'm done answering your questions.
That's fine.
You see, there it is. Give me ID because we got a call. Okay. It's not reasonable suspicion of a call, officer. It's reasonable suspicion of a crime. You tell me, when did they change Terry v. Ohio? And once again, this is the opportunity. What crime do you suspect me of committing? Because you have to do that before you demand my ID. So what crime? And you don't get to make one up either. Now, just paraphrase that. I know I'm just on a roll here, but just paraphrase it.
All right.
So,
All right.
we got a call about you, so you have to identify yourself.
No, I don't.
All right.
I don't have to identify myself because somebody called you about me.
That's fine.
If I called about them, do they have to identify themselves? I don't think so.
They will.
Yeah. Well, I won't. I guarantee you will leave here without knowing my name today. Guarantee it. I have not broken the law, and if you're going to...
I never said that you were.
Well, no, but you're claiming that I have to give you my ID, and that's just between you and I. That's complete horseshit. I think you're used to dealing with people that don't know their rights. You're wrong, and I won't show you my ID. So now what are you going to do? Now what do you do?
He got her good. He got her good. Wait a minute. Well, anyway, so I'm going to close the video there because he got her good. And you can watch the remainder of the video, the original video. It'll be linked down in the description like we normally do. And I just want to say thank you to Cult News. I like his work. I like him. I think he's a pretty good guy. And he does get falsely arrested from time to time, but almost all of them do. If they don't ID, because cops are ID crackheads. Just like I have here in Rise of the Oathbreakers Part 2. So you guys have a wonderful night and day and weekend coming up, and make sure you stay out of debt. Otherwise, it's something you'll regret. Take care, guys.